ನಮ್ಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ, ನಿನ್ನೆ ಶಿವಣ್ಣ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾತ್ರ ಸುದೀಪ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬ್ಯುಸಿ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಂಟರ್ಟೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅನುಭವ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಓಕೆ, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಓಕೆ, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುದಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ.
Sir, translation. I love my language, but I'm not so.
ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ.
That's what I would like to.
ಕಲ್ಪದಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಧ್ವಜ ನೋಡಿ ನಂಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಯ್ತು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
Because nobody here can understand आप क्या पूछ रही है. If you could just translate it.
Actually कल कन्नड़ में रिलीज हुआ है ट्रेलर, उसमें शिवराज कुमार जो हमारे हैट्रिक हीरो है, उन्होंने इनको सब बोला था इनके लिए कि पूरा कोविड में सब लोग घर में बैठे थे, लेकिन सुदीप ऐसे कि कहाँ कोविड ज्यादा नहीं है, वहाँ पे जाके शूट कर रहे थे. मैं उसके अनुभव के बारे में एंटायर टीम को पूछ रही हूँ.
यही पूछ लेती हैं आप.
हमारी भाषा
पूछ लेती तो इतना अटेंशन तो नहीं मिलता.
सॉरी सुदीप सर, समझा.
मैम ऐसा नहीं है कि ढूंढ रहा था कि कोविड कहाँ कम है, उधर जाके काम कर रहा था. जहाँ मैं काम कर रहा था उधर कोविड कम हो गया. नहीं, प्रिकॉशन की बात नहीं है. कोविड ऐसा है कि आई कैन, इफ यू आर वॉकिंग इनटू द हॉल, आई कैन फिगर आउट योर वॉकिंग हॉल, राइट? हाउ डू आई सी फ्रॉम वेयर कोविड इज कमिंग, फ्रॉम whose nose it is coming out, from whose mouth it is coming out? I have no idea. It was, I guess, just a dare that I did that. I'll go and work, and because we had things to meet up, and it was getting a little claustrophobic. Somebody had to, and I did, and we got lucky, and we created a bubble even before we knew a word called bubble. We took our precautions and everything, but we dared, and we could finish it.
Good afternoon. This is Rachna here. Hi. I'm from Bombay Times. My question, I have actually one question each for both of you, Kichchha sir and Jacqueline. Who do I direct my question to first? The question is for both of you. I can't direct it to the director. So, can I ask you first?
He's the man behind everything, so he's pointing at this.
No, the question is specifically for you, sir. So, with 25 years behind and with the kind of work we are seeing around us today, what do you do to elevate the level of the work that you put forward when you make a film like Vikrant Rona or anything else that you decide to back? How do you make yourself, your work relevant to your audience when you have so much already behind you? What do you sort of put into your work?
You said it right. It's already behind me, so I have to look front.
Yeah.
I have to look ahead about what more can I do to entertain. See, this is the only profession I've been in from the past 25 years, and this is all I know, to tell stories. So there are a lot of beautiful minds and creative people like Anup and people who are around me who still want to make films, and when we collaborate, this is what comes out. See, eventually I think storytelling has been the only thing that we have been doing in film industry, but the way we say it changes. Every decade it changes, but eventually if you look at it from close quarters, storytelling has changed drastically in the last 2 to 3 years. Somehow it used to just go back a couple of years, it used to still be the same old kind of 4 songs, 5 songs a film, and a couple of things, and entertainment and a joke and comedy scenes incorporated. But right now I think it is all about speed. It's about how fast you tell a story. It's about what is the momentum of your film. Leave your story and script aside. What is the speed of your film? Are you telling me something what is not connected in the film? So these are the thoughts, and especially when we start looking into our lives, this is what we want to do. We want to tell better stories. How do we do it? We educate ourselves too. What are the requirements today? So we have to. And if you are still thirsty, ma'am, I'm sure we'll still drink water. And I'm very thirsty.
That's nice to know. Jacqueline, I had a question for you also. This year, you're starting your releases with Vikrant Rona. There's Circus, there's Ram Setu. There's grandeur attached to every project that you have sort of greenlit in the last 3-4 years that is all coming out this year. What exactly were you sort of looking at when you were sort of going ahead and saying a yes to all of these projects? Because there is some kind of, scale attached to each one of them.
I think also, like you had mentioned in your question to Sudeep sir, I think the question for a lot of actors when they're taking up certain roles or films, they all would do look for growth. No, I turned off. They do look for growth, and I think for me, with every project, I look at like how can I grow through this? Is it somebody new that I want to be working with that I can learn from? With Vikrant Rona, of course, that is a completely different industry altogether. So for me, the challenge was now performing in a totally different language with a completely different crew, and singing in Kannada was actually quite difficult, and even giving those scenes in Kannada was actually quite difficult. It was quite nerve-wracking, but I knew if I didn't put myself out there, and if I didn't at least attempt it, the last thing I want to do is remain, stagnant in my life or in my career. So it definitely opened my eyes up to, what there is and so many other possibilities as well. So yeah, I think it's mainly that, just how can I grow. Thank you for the question. Thank you.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for all the questions, and our photographer friends, they want pictures. But also, for this photo opportunity, I would like to invite a few other people who've been very instrumental in making sure that this is a success. So, first up, Sharira from Salman Khan Films.